What's up, YouTube? What's up? What it do? What it is? What it say? Look, man. So, I'm going to tell you the silliest person or the slowest person that I ever seen on this internet. One of them. And I think he at the top of the list. I was just sitting here thinking how Luce Cannon sit up there on the internet and pretty much put himself in jail, which they was already being investigated anyway. But this dude was sitting there on No Jumper talking about cases that they was being investigated about. But then they was running around picking on big homie CC, like trying to have him scared and talking about what they'll do to him. So basically, this dumb dude basically in jail about that big U stuff. We all know that, right? But my thing is, you might as well say this is, I don't know who raised him, but this dude did not know nothing about the streets. Cause for you to sit there and go to crazy and talk about stuff, man, and that people gotta check in with y'all, and y'all some idiots. Y'all some idiots. You talk your way right in on a RICO case, and then you on No Jumper telling everything. Now you so stupid. He's so stupid and retarded that allegedly he got knocked out in jail or whatever the case may be. You know now, and that you was that tough. All that mouth you had when you had a flock of cats behind you. See, that's why I tell you, when anytime you catch a grown man gotta run around with a pack of dudes, you already know he ain't built like that. All these cats hide behind a gun. But when they get behind them bars, where them cats that put them paws on you, you can't run, you can't hide. You can't do nothing but try to put your hands up. And allegedly he got knocked out. But then he's so stupid. I don't know if something wrong with this dude's brain, but you in jail, supposedly, I guess what it connected to Big U and it's some kind of RICO case. And I believe he gonna tell. I do believe that. But you on a federal phone threatening people's life. Threatening whack life and have you lost your mind right before you even go to court? Just like they was listening to you on No Jumper, they listening to you on a federal phone line. You gotta be out of your mind. I don't know who taught you how to be street, but boy, the street ain't for you. You need to turn your life over to Jesus Christ, because boy, the street, man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I tell y'all, man, these cats, man, they ain't who they portray to be. This dude's so dumb that you calling on the phone for content for somebody else to make money and put money on your books, and they probably been sicked on you. You've been sicked on. Because they already know you not a thinker. So they get you on that phone, you call in to one of them podcasters. Now that's more footage they can use on your dumb ass in court. Somebody please give him somebody to talk to. Cause if you ain't telling, you gonna mess around and get 30 years. Talking about y'all hood. That ain't y'all hood. I keep telling y'all, if you don't own the block, it's not your hood. Most people are renting from somebody else. But I don't know what to make a damn fool get on a recorded line, a federal phone, at that. And you think these people ain't listening to everything you saying. I know you know they use people phone calls against them. And then once you get out of jail, it get leaked everywhere. But I believe he gonna tell, and when he get out, all these podcasts gonna have him on their podcast of him telling how much shit he snitched about. It all is the same way. When these cats, they get to telling these cats they finna get them 10, 15, 20 years, they gonna tell. And allegedly, Big U, the ringleader, I believe he gonna flip. All them finna do a backward flip and try to make a deal. But when y'all was out here on these streets terrorizing people, making people check in, all these tough guys paying y'all to protect them, then allegedly y'all are lining them up to get robbed, then y'all will go get their stuff back that you told somebody else to get. Come on, man. That's that's why I don't even know why people even like California. I don't care. If I had money, you couldn't get me to go to California. Because if I do, I'm sure with 10 security guards. And run up on me if you want to. You're going to have to deal with them. I'd rather hire security than pay somebody that's extorting me. Man, y'all lost y'all damn mind. But then the same people they paying to extort them, they still trying to carry this image that they're a tough guy and rapping about doing this and doing that. I wet your shirt up and all this and that. But then the whole time you paying somebody to protect you somewhere that's not theirs, that they don't own, because they say this they hood. Man, I wish a dude would. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. Luce Cannon, man, I'm telling you, man, you need to get while you in jail, you need to get them to they have them check your brain. Because at this point, you could have a disability. I'm telling you, you should play crazy because you have a learning disability. In my opinion, anytime you get on a federal phone and threaten somebody's life, talking about what you gonna do to them when you see them, dude, that's just more added. That's just more problems added to your case. And whoever your cellmate is or whoever your lawyer is, if he ain't telling you this, he part of y'all going down. You on a federal phone. Boy, ain't that much tough and being, how you gonna be tough and allegedly snitching at the same time? Because I know you was on no jumper spilling your guts. Like, and people was allegedly telling y'all that they was being investigated. And you on no jumper telling everything. Boy, but you see where you at? You see where you at? I told y'all. Anything connected with these celebrities, they are federal agents. You can't tell me no different now, because I see the light. I can see at the end of the tunnel. I can see 100 miles away. Kim, give me 2 seconds, I'll call you right back. Who? Let me find it. Yeah, but like I said, man, if anybody in Luce Cannon family, if you do not have a learning disorder, please tell him to stop calling people on that phone. They only gonna make your situation worse. You're making threats from a federal phone. Who sent you? You should be asking whoever answering your phone calls, who sent you? And I know you're probably doing it so they can put money on your book, but you already got a free place to sleep, and you get a free 3 meals every day. If you didn't have no money when you went there, you don't deserve no commissary. And I'm out. Because hold on. See, me, I refuse to keep sending people money that keep putting themselves in dumb situations. Because if you was a thinker, you probably wouldn't be where you at. All that tough boy shit. At the end of the day, it makes no sense. It's easy to get in trouble and hard to get out. So hopefully that people learn. And I believe people that do dumb stuff, for now on, I'm just going to say they got a learning disorder. Just point blank, period. Instead of locking them up, you need to start sending them to a mental hospital. Because for somebody to get on the internet and tell everybody what they doing, how they was doing it, and how people was paying them, you want it to be exactly where you at. Because I know I can't even say you couldn't be that slow, but you done proved to the world that you got a mental problem. And you can't think, and you think you tough, but now it's a fact, allegedly, you got knocked out in there. And you still paying tough, calling, talking about what you gonna do to somebody when you get out. You know you ain't finna do nothing to Whack. Whack probably will knock you out. I'm telling y'all, Whack is probably the most solidest person in LA. And I'm out.